Ooh-wee! Guess who's back, people? Your boy SUUUPAAA is back. We back, baby. Sorry we was gone for a week. We was being pretty consistent, but things happen. I'm glad my producer's in good health. He wasn't feeling too good, but he is back along with your boy. And yeah, we in here, baby. We going live, baby. We live. And I, as usual, want to get right into the good shit. So, we just recently had this past weekend the last fights of 2024. Before I continue, forgive me. I have a sniffle, so I might sound a little stuffy, a little raspy, so forgive me. That's what you get when you're around a bunch of little kids that got snot all over them and want to be around you and all that nonsense. So, yes. But yes, I want to get into the recent fight night. Was it a fight night? It was a fight night, if I remember correctly, that we had, which was the last fight of the year in UFC. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. We do talk about UFC a lot on here because, like, right now, they're the pinnacle. Sorry, they are. They're just better than everybody. Just what it is. I would like UFC to add a couple more things in, like Muay Thai and things like that. They just added grappling in. And from what I remember, Dana White said he's finally getting into boxing. So we got some stuff that we, going to be looking forward to in the next year or two. Anyway, I want to talk about the last fight of the year. Once again, preliminary cards were great, and the main card was great. Now, going into 2025, Mav has started a new hashtag. If you were at the live when I was watching the last UFC pay-per-view event 310, listen to Mav. Do not skip the prelims. Don't skip the prelims, bro. Don't do it. Don't skip the prelims. The prelims are important. I'm telling you, that's where you're going to see them scraps. You heard? Because in the prelims, we had 3 crazy knockouts that I thought was amazing. And they were really good. Sean Woodson caught a knockout against Fernando Padilla. I don't know how to say his name. Then Joel Alvarez, another knockout over Drakkar Klose. And then Michael Johnson, who I haven't seen fight in a while, excuse me, fought Ottoman Azatar, who's a really good striker. Ottoman Azatar is a really good striker. Really good. But Mike put that boy to bed. So, sorry, Ottoman, that wasn't your night. Hopefully you can make a comeback, and start to, mount yourself a win streak. And then the main card was another one, like just straight knockouts. Dustin Jacoby took out Vitor Petrino, who everybody thought Petrino was going to take Jacoby out because Jacoby's getting older, in his career. Not as young as he used to be, but he put that boy down crazy. Manel Comp, the funny thing about Manel Comp, he tries to be like a shorter African French version of Conor McGregor. He talks a lot of trash. Like, he talks so much trash that he actually was cussing out mad fighters. Even Israel Adesanya, he said F Adesanya. And I'm like, you do realize this guy is like almost 50, 60 pounds heavier than you. Like, taller than you, bigger than you. Like, that boy will throw you across the ring. Like, come on, bro. Manel. Stop it. Adesanya will put you. Let's be smart here. Then, now, I don't get to talk about this fighter much because, he doesn't have as many fights. He's getting towards the end of his career. He's, 41 now. But Cub Swanson, bro. Cub Swanson, I don't care what anybody says. He puts on some of the best fights you will see. If you never watch Cub Swanson fight, watch the fight between Cub Swanson and Do Ho Choi. Oh my Lord, that was a banger of a fight. That fight was wild. Like, watch Cub Swanson. Watch his highlights. Cub Swanson is that guy. Even at 41, he didn't look like he missed a step. Like, it was just straight brawling. Beautiful fight. Then your man MAGA Kobe Covington versus Joaquin Buckley. Now, I will say that I'm not a fan of Kobe Covington, but I know his skill set. He has really great wrestling. Got pillow hands. He don't hit that hard, but he has great wrestling and great cardio. When I tell you Joaquin looked like he can get a win another like 4 or 5 rounds compared to Covington, slice that boy eye open. It was to the point where the doctor was like, he's going to lose his eyelid if he keeps fighting, which was wild because usually you wouldn't stop that fight. It was a pretty bad cut. Excuse me, but I've seen worse. I've seen worse. It was bad though. It was like literally right on his eyelid. Like if he would have like had it like come across a little more, I could see what she was saying. But Dana White said what I thought. If it was in Vegas, that wouldn't have happened at all. Like legit, it wouldn't have happened. So yeah, Joaquin Buckley beat that boy down. Even if it would have went all 5 rounds, in my opinion, unless Covington would have got a submission, because I don't think he would have got a knockout. Just because, like I said, he doesn't have like the strongest punches, in my opinion. He doesn't really have like a lot of knockout power. Yeah, yeah. Joaquin beat that boy down. He beat that boy down. I think right now he's like, if I remember correctly, I think he's like 6-0 at welterweight right now, or something like that. Yeah, I think he's doing good at welterweight, doing real good. So, congratulations to Joaquin Buckley. He's working his way up the ladder. Let's see if he can actually make himself a champion. I don't know, because welterweight is ugh, it's a rough division. But anyway, again, excuse my coughing. Like I said, I got a little bit of a cold, and I'm trying to hold these coughs back. My bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Now, let's get into it. I don't know how many times I've said it. Oh, before I continue, I'm sorry. I did not shout out Smooth Family Entertainment. Follow us at Smooth Family Entertainment, at Smooth Family ENT, at TAFC POD, and Mavericks Mansion LLC. Check us out. Follow us. Look at us on the web. Let's go. Back into it. Let's go. All right. So, right? I've been saying it. I've been saying it. I've been saying it. Fighter of the Year, Alex Poatan Pereira. The man just won an award for it. Say something. How many times? How many? You know how many y'all was in my grill? Oh, Ilya Taporia. Look, he knocked out. He knocked out He knocked out Max Holloway. And he knocked out Alexander Volkanovski. That should give him no. Because your man Alex came in on short notice. I think 2 fights, short notice, and put these dudes. Stop it. Cut it out. Yo, come on. I shouldn't even have to go on a rant right now about this. Like this segment, I shouldn't even have to go that I shouldn't even have to talk that long about this. Like, come on. Are y'all serious? That man marched in. Ah! All of them caught that arrow. You heard? All of them caught that arrow. Come on, don't play with me. Don't play with me, y'all. Stop it. Alex Poatan Pereira is the fighter of the year. He has finished all of his last 3, 4 opponents or whatever. Come on. The man is already in my eyes. The man's going to be a legend. I'm sorry. Like, if you're going to remember anybody in UFC, he's one of them people you're going to remember. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people that have been around for years. We're going to remember the Tito Ortizes, the Chuck Liddells, and, the Ken Shamrocks. And all. We're going to remember these guys. Hoist Gracie. Like, we're going to remember these guys forever. But he's going to be one of them ones in this modern era that people going to be like, nah, I can't forget about this dude, bro. Like, how can you forget? How? The man puts everyone into the shadow realm. Come on, bro. Don't disrespect my guy. I'm sorry. When he first got in here, of course, people who transition from other sports, or not even other sports, other fighting styles or fighting promotions, when they get to UFC, some of them don't do that well. There's very few that go from other big name promotions into UFC and do well. There's very few. He's I think he's a 2 or 3 time glory kickboxing champion. And came in the UFC, and I think he's only lost one fight in the UFC so far. Only one. The man is amazing. I'm sorry. The man has the most unorthodox striking you'll ever see. Excuse me. He has like hands low, but at the same time has good head movement. His he generates so much power in his strikes. It's just so it's strange. It's strange. Like I'm not gonna lie, we at one of our at one of our sparring sessions, like a couple of us were kind of trying to emulate to see like what it feels like to move and throw like him. Now, don't get me wrong, aspects of it when you feel the movement and you feel how he's throwing certain things, it's like okay, I see why he throw things like certain like his low kick. Like his when he throws the low kick, he doesn't turn his hips over the same way most people do when they throw a low kick. But at the same time, because of the structure of his frame, like he can throw that kick from any angle he wants and it's gonna hurt. Period. You know what I'm saying? Now throwing hands like Poetan is weird. It's weird because this man weirdly just generates like so sorry. Y'all gonna be teasing me later, like, yo, this dude Mav is like giving us a cold through the screen, bro. Like, chill. But he generates a weird amount of power with these weird shots. Like he literally holds his hands like down here. Like he doesn't do this at all. He doesn't have his hands up here at all. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I just I, I don't know how he generates the power. I just don't. You know, like who's another one that generated Francis Ngannou. When Francis Ngannou fought what's his name? What's this guy's name? Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez. So everybody thought that, oh, Cain Velasquez twisted his knee and then, you know, he started, nah, if y'all pay attention, y'all gotta watch in slow-mo. It's hard to see it from most angles. But your man Cain was low. I think he was trying to shoot. And your man's Ngannou just like it was when I say it was like the littlest, shortest shot in the world, like if you saw it any other time and he didn't get knocked out, you'd have been like, all right, I think I might have been able to take that punch. But it put Cain Velasquez out in the process of him trying to go for a takedown, if I remember that's what he was doing. And he got hit, and that's why he hurt his knee, because he got put and his knee buckled in on itself, and then he hurt his knee in the process. So imagine a man that can go like this and knock you out. That's Poetan. He can do that. And you sleep. You try to tell me he ain't fight of the year? What? What? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Ilia Topuria is nuts. Like let me not, for the people that understand the game, I'm not gonna be stupid and act like sorry again. I'm not gonna act like Ilia Topuria is not him. He's one of them hims. He is. He is. But dogs. Poetan, Topuria. Poetan. Now, I'm going to slightly transition because I don't really need to say much more. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Not only can y'all not tell me nothing because I just gave y'all the sauce. He also won an award for Fighter of the Year, along with his coach. His coach got Coach of the Year. Man, shut up. Oh, matter of fact, I'm telling y'all, shut up. Y'all, all y'all. Matter of fact, I'm talking my shit right now. Hold on, let me fix my wife. Yo, shut up. Anybody that told me this year that anybody else besides Poetan wasn't the Fighter of the Year, shut up. Matter of fact, I said like Little Richard, shut up. Roll with y'all. Y'all bugging. Sorry. I'm gonna calm down. It's time to transition. peacefully. But as I transition, I need somebody to join me. I need my producer to join me right now. I need him to get on the mic. Let's go. Because he already knows what's about to happen. Get on the mic right now. Get on it right now. We have been debating this one subject, and y'all can see it on the screen. We have been debating this subject for like 2 weeks now.
Hello,
debating. Welcome my producer, Han Van Dam, aka Guru. One of my best friends in the world.
Yes, indeed.
But,
hello, everyone.
So, as you can see, I gotta go this side because it's on this side, right? Y'all see here? He says, I have Stylebender slander.
It must cease.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
It must cease.
Hold on. I told this man, and this is, once again, this is my opinion in being around fighters, understanding the all the aspects of fighting, not just being in the ring and swinging punches and throwing kicks, right? I'm talking about training and weight cutting, all this plays a part in a fighter's preparation, right? So he said, yes, Poatan is the man. Like, and correct me if I'm wrong, producer, but he said Poatan is the man. He is him. But there is another him that puts Poatan in second place. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of y'all gonna hate me for what I'm about to say. But I honestly feel like that the reason why Israel Adesanya was able to knock out.
Here we go.
The reason why he was able to knock out Alex Poatan Pereira, because look, the man is fighting at light heavyweight, right? Katz is catching him with some shots, but he's not getting put. But you try to tell me a guy that's lighter than these guys that he doesn't hit as hard as, like, these guys hit harder. Let's keep it real. They hit harder than Adesanya. You try to tell me Khalil Rountree don't hit harder than Adesanya, he does. And I feel like the reason why Adesanya was able to get knocked out almost in the first fight in their UFC matchup and in the second fight when he actually got knocked out, because I feel like the weight cut was draining him and he couldn't maintain. He couldn't take the shots. My producer says I'm wilding. Producer?
You are wilding.
I'm not wilding.
It's the slander. It's actually the slander that's just entirely too disrespectful.
Bro,
for me.
I said this about one fight, and he says I'm slandering
it's
Israel
actually
Adesanya.
the slander that's just doing this for me. I won't lie to you.
Bro, have I ever talked bad about Israel Adesanya?
You have.
Never.
You have.
Never.
You're actually doing it right now. Don't worry though. Don't worry. I'm here to defend my guy. I've heard enough. I've heard enough on this podcast, man. Listen. Shouts to everybody.
I said that one fight, bro.
So first of all,
and then wait, didn't you not say you're only as good as your last scrap? Did Israel Adesanya not get choked out in his last fight?
I'm being misrepresented, and I'm here to represent myself. So what was said, ladies and gentlemen, was that there is one man you must call to stop the Poatan tirade through the UFC. And I want y'all to know, because he's ran through everybody. But you know who he has not seen?
Yes,
the last person to put him out. You know who that was?
Put him out twice.
It was the Stylebender.
Bro, he put the Stylebender out twice, bro.
All right, but you're only as good as your last scrap with me. I'm sorry. You're only as good as your last scrap with me. What happened the last time we fought?
And did he not call him back out again?
Listen.
Did he not call out Stylebender and say, yo, let's go again? Yo, come to daddy. And what Stylebender said?
How are you? Nah. So how are you? Explain this to me. How are you telling me to come to daddy and I put you out?
I also put you out. Twice.
Listen, that's old news. The most recent news is that I put you out. That's the most recent news.
Out of 4 fights.
That's the most
Out of
recent
4
news.
fights.
That's
Bro.
the most recent news is that
Out
I
of 4
put
fights.
you
I
out.
beat you in a decision.
Sleep?
2 knockouts, and
Sleep.
you got 1 knockout.
Sleep. All I know is sleep for me and you.
And
now,
you got
now if
slapped.
this was the situation is that if this was DDP talking, I would not call Stylebender because he put him out. If this was Sean Strickland talking, unfortunately, I would not call Stylebender because he put him out. But you know who I would call? if I needed a Poeton, a lion to slay, to slay.
Bro, you bugging.
They call him the Stylebender.
You bugging.
They call him the Stylebender.
Because,
And-
all right, what's your current weight right now?
My current
How
weight,
much do you weigh?
260.
All right, you 260. All right. Now you trying to tell me that if you cut down to around my weight, I could knock you out because you cut mad weight?
See, I knew you was coming with this bullshit
Yes, I'm
again.
going to come with that. Let's go.
I knew you was coming with this bullshit again.
Yes, let's go. Let me hear it.
At the end of the day, right? This is actually all Poeton's fault because Poeton sought out the hands. He sought out the hands. Why did he seek out the hands? Because he has a general vendetta with Israel Adesanya. He don't like him. I'm cool with that. I actually like my fighters with a little bit of disdain for each other. You know, I don't like hunky dory. We're all bros fighters. Now, I want my fighters to have a little bit of disdain. It means a little more. I give Poeton, and this argument always comes off like Poeton is not my guy.
But you saying that the same about me and Adesanya?
My guy. Nah,
you saying the
Izzy's not
same
your guy.
about me and Adesanya? I've never said anything bad about Adesanya.
Izzy's not your guy. Listen, I hear it. You
Then
want
Poeton's
Izzy.
not your
You
guy,
want
bro.
Izzy. You want Izzy to be your guy, but you are trying to be over objective in what you know. We know Izzy. First of all, we're not in Izzy's prime. Let's just be clear about that. In his prime,
Poeton's prime. Poeton about to be 40.
Poeton is in his prime, nigga. It don't matter.
40. Izzy is
It
younger
don't
than
matter.
him.
It don't matter. When is the best he's ever fought? Right now. He's in his prime.
Bro, in Glory, he was killing everybody in Glory kickboxing, bro. What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
He is bro.
So are you comparing? What you're telling me right now is that nigga in his prime in Glory kickboxing, you're telling me compared to right now. Right now.
He's only fought like 6 people in UFC.
What the hell does that mean?
In kickboxing.
What does that mean? You know what that means? That means that he has fought 6 people in UFC, and guess what happened? 5 of those niggas got caught.
Exactly.
5 of those niggas got caught.
He's
the best fighters.
These are
the best fighters
in his like as far as his career prime, but as far as fighting prime, he was probably had way more dexterity and way more speed when he was like in kickboxing.
I'm letting you know right now. I don't believe that. I believe Alex Poeton Pereira is in his prime currently. That is why he is knocking niggas out quickly. I just want to be clear to you.
38 years old.
Yes, nigga. What does that have to do? Age has nothing to do on prime. Age has, especially
37. I'm sorry, 37 years old.
Age has nothing to do on prime. It is when you are at your greatest. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, the only reason why it seems like he's at his greatest is because it's in UFC.
Bro. So you would also be implying that every nigga in UFC has been dirt within the same period of Alex Poeton Pereira's career.
Most of them is dirt.
Nah, hey, guess who's not dirt? Guess who's not dirt?
Bro, I never said he was
dirt. Guess who's not dirt?
My argument has always been, I feel like I didn't say he wouldn't have won the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I said that
Slander.
The only reason why he got knocked out because he depletes himself too much in weight cutting. The man walks around at 240 and he's cutting down to 185.
So what you
that
want
is
him
almost
to do,
60 pounds.
So what you want Izzy to do is to provide Alex Poeton Pereira with an advantage so that he
Not if they fight at a catch weight.
They're not fighting at catch weight. The nigga can barely make 190. What are you asking him to do?
He was at 196 when he fought Blachowicz.
Bro. And what happened then? Nigga was
he got
210,
smashed.
220.
He got smashed.
It was 220, nigga. That's exactly who he was fighting.
Okay.
Come on now. Come on.
Hey, look, man.
You're not asking Poatan to fight Conor McGregor, my guy.
Conor McGregor's fighting at 170, bro.
Nigga, 30 pounds.
45. That's a whole different. Nah.
30 pounds. 30. You wanted that. First of all, we watched that fight. What are you talking about? We watched it together. Yes. I saw this nigga hit this nigga so hard. And the nigga blinked. That means, you know what that happened? You know what happens when that happens? What that means? That means if you are two professional fighters and a nigga hit you so hard and you blink, that means, hey, my brother, start to step out the ring. That nigga's a little too big for you, gang. Pause. I'm just saying. Alex wants to walk around. Alex wants to walk around 230.
I want to hear you say that the weight cut had nothing to do with it.
I want you to know the weight cut had nothing to do with it. Because that nigga was driven by feet.
For a person who trains with fighters.
Yes. For a
person that trains with fighters,
I'm telling you
what these guys go through, how depleted they get.
I'm telling you that in the grand scheme of things, that Alex Pereira was driven by hate. Not by weight cut. If that causes you to make rash decisions,
and you don't think that it's the same thing for Adesanya?
Hey,
you don't think he don't hate him?
Hey, can I speak? But the specific point you brought up with Jan when he fought Jan, I thought that was a terrible decision. I also thought it was a terrible decision. Do I think that he's submitted for losing to Jan? I don't. I'm saying that if you make poor decisions, no, because you're basing your whole argument off the fact that he cut weight. I'm telling you that was a terrible decision from the beginning. Nigga, why are you trying to fight me down here? I'm going to put you out. That's exactly what's going to happen. If you telling me I'm here,
if he didn't have to fight at that such a weight, he wouldn't have knocked him out.
I'm not hearing it. If he didn't fight at that weight,
your problem is you think I hate Adesanya. All I'm saying is that he would not have gotten knocked out.
Hey, Paul,
I didn't say he would have won. I said he wouldn't have gotten knocked out if he didn't have to deplete that much weight.
Hey, Poatan, guess what? Poatan? Love you, King, truly. Don't cut weight. Don't cut weight out of hate. Don't cut weight out of hate. We start hashtag don't cut weight out of hate. It's not worth it.
All right.
It's not worth it.
I'll give you that. But
it's not worth it.
But you know what though? Who is the fighter of the year? Who's the fighter of the year?
Oh yeah.
Not Israel Adesanya.
It's Poatan. Oh,
not Ilya Topuria.
Because let's be clear. I'm here to be real about my guy. I don't lie to my guy. I'm here to be real. Stylebender is on this earth for the rest of his life to do two things in this world. Two things. Two things, right?
I already know what this thing.
Two things. He's on this world to do. I'm letting you know right now. He's here to be that jiggy nigga. That's one. In the fight game, when you need to call, he always gonna bring a draw. I told you my man back on February 1st, 2025.
Which
back
I'm excited about.
As you should be.
I don't know why you keep thinking I hate this dude.
But that's one. And number two is to absolutely cook Poatan when the call is happening. Because this is what I need y'all to know before I hop off here. But he already
said I'm not fighting Poatan. He already said that.
Listen, that's what he said, right? But that was before the call was beckoned. The call's not beckoned yet. All Poatan gotta do is knock out about one or two more people. Once he knock out,
already called him out.
Listen to me. I'm telling you, as an executive of a media company, I'm telling you that Mr. White, he gonna look at Izzy. He gonna be like, yo, Izzy, I ain't gonna lie to you. This nigga Poatan is knocking out all the niggas. I'm beckoning the call. And then what happens when the call? What happens when the call happens?
What weight they gonna fight at?
They should fight at 190, like I said.
And that's why I said he's not going to lose this time.
Bro, if they fight at 195, Izzy's losing. If they fight at 190, he's not losing. I'm not gonna bullshit you. At 195, he's absolutely losing. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm a realist. At 195, he's absolutely losing. At 190, he's not losing. And you know that. I'm looking at your face.
I don't know nothing.
You know it. You know it.
I don't know nothing.
Because you literally based your whole argument off the weight cutting.
Off of weight cutting. That's why I said 195 is fair for the both of them.
Izzy hate. You tried to delegitimize my GOAT's win. You tried to delegitimize my GOAT win. You did.
No, you keep saying. You keep talking about the win. I'm talking about the actual knockout.
My apologies. My apologies. You try to delegitimize my GOAT's put. Because that nigga got put. That's what happened. Let's be clear. You're not even telling the whole story. And I'm trying to get out of here so we can get into our. I'm trying to get out of here.
Too much weight.
I'm trying to get out of here so we can do our C block. But you're not telling the whole story. What happened, Mav? What happened?
Bro,
did
did
Poetan get too happy thinking he was piecing Izzy up? Because that's really what happened. Nigga was out there.
He wasn't piecing him up?
Oh, he was. He was.
Okay.
And then what happened? He expended all his energy, right? He expended all his energy, right? And then the nigga said, yeah.
That man was depleted, bro. Listen, your man was depleted.
That's what happened.
Let me take away.
Call the Becky.
Let me take carbs away from you and make you cut mad water weight the last 3 days before you fight.
Don't make poor decisions. Don't make poor decisions. That's the moral of the story.
All fighters make poor decisions, with the exception of Adesanya and Gervonta Davis.
Don't make poor decisions, ladies and gents. That's all I can say. That's what I say. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there because we still got more to talk about.
Ladies and gentlemen,
stop slandering my GOAT.
I need to hear your comments.
Stop slandering my GOAT.
I do not have any problem. I want to make this clear. I do not have any problems with Israel Adesanya.
You do. Izzy, he hates you.
I do not. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not have problems with Israel Adesanya.
Izzy, he hates you. I want you to know that.
I just think that he wouldn't have gotten. I didn't say he would have. I didn't say he would have beat Izzy. I said he wouldn't have gotten knocked out if he wasn't depleting himself so much. That's all I'm saying.
That's what
the
you're telling me.
The man was cutting almost 60 plus pounds.
Hey, man. Make better decisions.
That's the fight game. This guy, bro. I will wait for your comments, ladies and gentlemen, to see who y'all agree with.
Yes, indeed.
I need these comments. I need them.
Moving on.
We're going to be moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, producer, for your time. I appreciate you still. I love you still. We are moving on to your favorite fighters, favorite fighters, the Paul brothers. And I bring them up for a reason. Because though that most people find them extremely annoying, to myself as well, excuse me, they're actually a bit annoying to me too. But are they good for the combat sports world? And I'm kind of torn on this subject because the reason being is that though I don't like for example, let's use Jake. I don't like his choice of fighters. Like I don't like the fact that most of the people he fights are older, past their prime, or not real boxers. The only real boxer he fought, and the only reason why I do this is because I don't really think he's that great. I'm not saying he's bad, but I don't think he's great. Was Tommy Fury, who looks like he should be like a Terminator model, just the way he's built. But, you know, it's not like he's like putting people to sleep left and right, which you think he should because he looks like he has a lot of strength, but he doesn't. But the one real boxer that he fought was Tommy Fury, and he lost. And to be honest with you, I think that is his only problem. Like, I don't mind him and it's trash talk. Talk all the trash you want. I like that's one of the best part about fighting, the trash talk. Sometimes that's what the part we look for the most. We want to see the trash talk. We want to see the bickering. We want to see who's going to who's going to get in each other's heads. Like like this that's part of the game. But I will say that these guys, both Jake Paul and Logan Paul, is putting money in people's pockets. From what I see, from what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, they're putting people in position to make money. And I can't knock them for that. I can't. Like, yes, are they annoying? Yeah, they're annoying. But can I really knock these guys for giving people the opportunity to make money? Like, come on. Like, what's oh man, I can't believe I just forgot her name. She just fought on the last card. What producer? What's her name again? Jeez. Hold on. This is why we have technology, ladies and gentlemen. What's her name? Who? Yes. Yes, Serrano, Amanda Serrano. Now, you already saw me go off about her fight with the other girl. What was her name? What did she fight? Katie Taylor. Now, y'all saw in the other episode how I went off because of that. First of all, Amanda Serrano won both the motherfucking fights. Both. The one thing I would say that she gets to walk away with is the fact that she made money. The girl made money, right? The girl made herself some good money. And I think that's one of the most important things, because if I'm going to come in here, see, all right. I used to love when Deontay Wilder said all the time, he says, all this hard work I put in, somebody got to pay for this hard work. Like, who, like, people who say, oh, I love training, I love it. Listen, man, I'm going to keep it real with you. I do love training, but it's a love-hate. There's a hate when it comes to training. Nobody wants to feel pain. There are a few that like it, which are kind of weird. Like, that's that. We're not even gonna get into that. Point being, like, training is hard, especially if you're a fighter. You got to understand, as a fighter, it's not like people who just train. You go to the gym. Oh, I practice Muay Thai. It gets me good cardio and all that. No. What y'all don't understand is there's a difference between people who study martial arts and train in martial arts or boxing. Well, boxing is a martial art. Don't let nobody tell you different. Boxing is a martial. Don't let nobody tell you different. Boxing is a martial art. Martial arts don't just mean you kick. It's bullshit. Because there's martial arts that don't have punches and kicks. They use weapons. Boxing is a martial art. The difference between a person who studies martial arts and a person that studies martial arts and is a fighter is that when you're fighting, there's things you have to do to yourself that are the worst. And one of the things that most people who train love to do is eat. And as a fighter, excuse me again, as a fighter, there's certain things you cannot eat. There's people with sweet tooth. They like donuts and cookies and shit. And when you tell a person that they can't have that, you put them in a bad fucking mood. My coach right now, one of my coaches, shout out to my coach, Yusuf Kadi. He has a fight coming up January 25th, along with my boy K-Sun, my boy Bishop, and my boy Marwan. They got a fight January 25th. Y'all know I'm in the building. Yo, just look out for them. Yeah, I'll try to drop their info in the link in the bio. I mean, in the description and shit. Yeah, but my coach, Yusuf Kadi, right now he is cutting weight, and he got like a little sick the other day. Matter of fact, coach, I think you're the reason why I'm sick right now, coach. I think it's your fault. But he wasn't feeling too good, but he's fine. Like he's okay. He just had a sniffle, and I bought him, like a little shot and like a smoothie or like a juice, just to get hold him down a little bit. And he was like, "Man, I want to drink that, but I can't." And I'm like, "Why not? It's healthy." He's like, "Sugar, bro." And there are people who survive on sugar. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a big candy pastry person, but I like my bevs, and my bevs got to be sweet. You heard? And as fighters, you have to go through a lot of shit when you're cutting weight, and you have to practice twice a day for 2 to 3 hours, and it's miserable. So when I get to a fight, I'm trying to end this fight quick. I'm trying to take your head off. I'm trying to win. And after all that, I would like a nice chunk of money to be able to, one, pay my coaches, pay for all my, I got to pay for all this stuff. And then after, getting my butt kicked, I also got to go to the hospital, dog. I got to make sure I'm okay. I got to make sure, like, everything's functioning right. I want to get paid. And one thing I will say about the Paul brothers, they make sure that their people is paid. Like, you cannot take that away from them. Like, you can sit there and say you don't like them all they want. You don't want them in the sport, whatever. Yo, don't get me wrong. I don't think Jake Paul is in love with boxing as much as some other fighters, but I think he has a respect for it because he makes sure that these people are paid. Whereas I have said I have been agreeing with Dana White more. I don't dislike him as much as I used to. There's still a lot of things I'm just like, but I feel like certain fighters don't get the pay that they deserve. Certain fighters. Whereas in like other fighters get the pay they deserve. Quick sidebar, I heard through the grapevine that John Jones might get that fuck you money, and we might see that Tom Aspinall fight. I don't think he need to do it, but that might be wild. Sidebar done. Anyway, I do think, and this is going to sound crazy coming from me because, like I said, they are a bit annoying, but I do think the Paul brothers are necessary. They are, I think they're, or as they would say, I mean, I don't want to call them this, but the necessary evil. I feel like there has to be that one person that everybody can't stand, but you need. They're like, sort of like Thanos. Like, if you really look at Thanos's like logic behind what he was doing, made fucking sense to me. We're all gonna kill ourselves because if we continue to multiply and there's too much of us, we're gonna just suck up every natural resource and we're gonna destroy ourselves. So if we get rid of most of everybody, we're good. In China, you know that they charge people more taxes if you want to decide to have more children. No, is it China or Japan? I think it's China. Yeah, I think it's China. They make you pay more taxes if you decide to have a certain amount of children because China crowded. There's mad people in China. So they're like, all right, look, if you want to have more kids, you got to pay more taxes because we got to be able to survive, right? And like, yeah, I feel like it's necessary. I feel like it's necessary. Yeah, they are necessary because, like I said, there's not many people vouching for fighters to get more pay. There are some, but they're making it public. They're going hard with it. Pause. They're making sure that the things that most promotions I think should be doing are getting done. Like from what I know, when you hear Jake Paul talk about, yo, you want to make a bet on that? I think from what I heard, he's really making these bets. And when those bets happen, he really be paying people out if he got to pay them and vice versa. You know what I mean? Pardon my phone. But for combat sports, as it sounds weird coming from me, it does sound weird. But I think the Paul brothers are necessary. I think Logan Paul fits right in with WWE. I don't think he should be boxing though. Jake is a good, like, don't get me wrong. Jake can box. He needs to box somebody more better than old fighters. But Jake can box. I think he should stay in boxing. He just needs better opponents. People think, oh, get him out of boxing. Nah, let him stay. Let him stay. Let the man, start. Just give him somebody that's going to really challenge him. Like a real challenge. Then the one thing I will say he shouldn't do is Canelo. Jake, you should wait on Canelo, bro. I'm like, if this ever reached Jake Paul, Jake, keep it a thou wow with you, bro. Pump the brakes on Canelo a little bit. Don't sit there and say, oh, I beat Mike Tyson, I could be... No. Because you didn't beat a prime Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Like, I just gave you your flowers, but let's not get hasty here. You ain't beat prime Mike Tyson. You ain't beat prime Mike Tyson. You're not going to beat a prime Canelo. Because Canelo is still technically in his prime. Like, the man ain't slowing down. He is not like he's getting old and, like, no. I think you should fight like a... Dak, I don't even know who to tell him to fight. You need to fight one of these guys that be on the undercards or something for right now, bro. And work your way up like everybody else. You know, like, I mean, unless you've already had, like, exposure, you haven't had you're popular, but you ain't really beat nobody that's somebody in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like, no offense, Tommy Fury, but nah. Logan Paul, I think he fits right in with WWE, the way his character is, his style, because, when he fought Mayweather, I was like, this is stupid. Like, I thought it was stupid. Like, it was so unnecessary. First of all, even though Logan is bigger than Jake, pause, I do believe that Jake Paul puts in more work as a boxer, and Logan, if you saw him fight Mayweather, he just didn't look. He doesn't throw his punches. And don't get me wrong, I'm very critical of my own striking. I was just watching footage of myself in my striking the other day, and I'm like, oh, my striking has gotten horrible. I need to, like, fix some things up. But at the same time, like, as a person who trains, I can identify when I'm like, gotta work on that, bro. So I think, though necessary for combat sports, whether it's pro wrestling, boxing, Jake Paul, one more thing, bro. I'd stay away from MMA. Like, no, I'm not saying don't be involved as far as, like, I think you should be involved, but I don't think you should fight in MMA. That's just my opinion. Unless you got a wrestling background and you really start going crazy with, your jiu-jitsu, your wrestling. Your boxing is solid, but then you got to start stepping up your Muay Thai. You got to step up your jiu-jitsu and your wrestling. Just so y'all know, MMA, of course, y'all know, means mixed martial arts. And the 4 pillars of MMA is Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, and boxing. That's what they call the 4 pillars. Excuse me. And I believe that the older you get, it gets harder to transition into certain things. Sorry. So, for example, I feel like out of the 4, depending on your age, the easiest one for people to step into would be boxing, because you're literally mostly using your hands. Yes, you're using your feet, you're moving and things like that, but you just have to worry about hands. I think the second easiest thing would obviously be the Muay Thai, because now you have to start using your legs. You have to worry about, hip dexterity and things of that sort, turning your hips into kicks and, throwing knees, elbows. Like, it's a different form of movement. And then you have wrestling and Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Like, now you're starting to use every muscle in your body to the point where, you're flexing and moving certain ways. Like, there's a lot that goes on um, within each of those arts. So, Jake, unless you start wrestling and doing jujitsu right now, unless you're going hard in those right now, I just stay with boxing. My opinion. I think you just stay with the boxing. So that's how I feel. Do I think that Paul brothers are necessary? Yes, I do. Are they annoying? Yes. But necessary. Very necessary. Yes. Tell me your opinions. Once again, y'all have to start sending me some info, bro. Comments, like, share, subscribe, comment on your boy page. Hit me up. So I hit the mic, my bad. Like, let me know. Like, what y'all think. I need to hear what y'all have to say, bro. Because these are once again, I tell y'all all the time, these are my opinions, So yes, hit me up. Let me know what y'all think. All right. I want to hear from y'all. Talk to your boy Mav. Hit up my producer at Smooth Family Entertainment. Hit up Ham. Tell him that Israel wouldn't have knocked out Pereira if he didn't deplete so much weight. Hit him up in the comments and let him know. Let him know that y'all on my side. You feel me? Hit him up at Smooth Family Entertainment. All right? Hit me up. Maverick's Mansion, LLC. Hit me up. Talk about Fight Club Pod, TAFC POD, or hit me up at Maverick NY. What is my thing again? What does it say on the screen? I forgot my name. Maverick _ NYC. Yo, I be forgetting everything, bro. I got too many pages going on. Listen, I love y'all. It's good to be back. I'm gonna go try to get myself back together. So by the next episode, I'm fully recovered and fresh. But I hope y'all love this episode. I love you guys so much. We about to get out of here. We're going to go into 2025. And one of the first fights we're going to see is your man Stylebender, because I love Stylebender. And we out of here. OOOWEEE!